Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for another announcement video. This time we have Indicator with their August releases, and there is one humongous title that I think we've all been waiting for the longest while. So we'll jump into these three releases that they have this time, encompassing 4 movies, and see what our thoughts are. First up, we have Madigan, directed by Don Siegel, starring Richard Widmark, Henry Fonda. That's already interested from 1968. It's released in the 22nd of August, and it's a UK Blu-ray premiere. Madigan teams Hollywood legends Richard Widmark and Henry Fonda in a brutal tale of crime set in Spanish Harlem. As Commissioner Russell tries to keep his precinct in order, detectives Widmark and Bonero struggle to balance their personal and professional commitments when they are given just 72 hours to apprehend the spree killer who has stolen their weapons. That sounds great. I love Widmark, Fonda as well. I'd be interested to see them in a pairing. Detectives with a limited time span is something that captures my imagination so far. And of course, directed by Don Siegel. What more do you want? Directed by Don Siegel immediately prior to his acclaimed collaborations with Eastwood, Madigan is the typical of the director's tough, no-nonsense style, bridging the gap between classic film noir and gritty police procedurals of the 70s, also boasting a script co-written by one blacklisted writer, Abraham Polanski. Madigan's success led to it being turned into a television series. So we've got an HD remaster, the original mono audio. We've got a commentary with Barry Forshaw and Kim Newman. Richard Widmark on Madigan from 1983. That could be interesting. I like the idea of that. My favourite, a Super 8 version cut down home cinema presentation. You've probably heard of me talking about these before. I love these as an extra. A condensed version, usually about 16 to 18 minutes version of the movie. It's fascinating for what they leave out more than what's in it. The original theatrical trailer, an image gallery, on-set and promotional photography, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, a limited edition 32-page booklet with various essays, UK premiere on Blu-ray, limited to 3,000 copies. Yes, Richard Widmark, Henry Fonda, Don Siegel, detectives on a time constraint, having to save their careers. Sounds wonderful. Sold big time on this. Next up, we have Robinhood at Hammer, Two Tales from Sherwood Forest, a limited edition set. So, directed by the always great Terence Fisher, we have Sword of Sherwood Forest and A Challenge for Robin Hood. This is a UK and world Blu-ray premieres. So one's a UK premiere, which will be Sword of Sherwood Forest, and the other is a world Blu-ray premiere. Britain's best loved outlaw gets the Hammer treatment in Robin Hood at Hammer. For 1960s Sword of Sherwood Forest, Richard Green reprises his role he made famous in the classic television series The Adventures of Robin Hood, directed by Terence Fisher and starring Peter Cushing as the dastardly Sheriff of Nottingham. The film sees Robin Hood thwart a plot to assassinate the Archbishop of Canterbury. The film also boasts the uncredited early role for Oliver Reed. Wow, directed by Terence Fisher, starring Peter Cushing. Oh, yeah, fantastic. In 1967, A Challenge for Robin Hood. Barry Ingram dons the Lincoln Green as he is merry men hideout in Sherwood Forest after his cousin frames him for murder. This action-packed adventure starring support from Guy Hamilton and Leon Green. This 2-disc limited edition set contains a double-sided poster, an 80-page book, and exclusive new and archival extra features, including the much-loved children's film Foundation Robin Hood Jr. from 1975, starring Keith Chegwin as a diminutive hero. Okay, so A Challenge for Robinhood doesn't get as exciting a write-up as the first one, and it's the first, the worldwide UK premiere. I wonder if it's not as great a movie. I am kind of curious about Robin Hood Jr. somewhat. It's got an HD remaster of Sword of Sherwood Forest and A Challenge for Robin Hood. It has the original mono audio commentary on Sword of Sherwood Forest by Kim Newman, audio commentary for A Challenge for Robin Hood by Kevin Lyons and Jonathan Rugby, the BEHP interview with Sidney Cole from '87, an archival audio recording made as part of the British Entertainment History Project, featuring Sword of Sherwood Forest producer in conversation. And then another BEHP interview with C.M. Pennington Richards, director of the second movie. We have Jonathan Rugby on the Sword of Sherwood Forest, appreciation by the author. Kim Newman on Robin Hood. The author and critic surveys the many cinematic portrayals of the world-famous outlaw. Hammer's Woman, the continuing saga, which goes through all the Hammer sets, which I really like. A profile of the British stage and screen performer Vanda Godsell. Hammer's Woman, Irene Lamb, a profile of the casting director whose career encompassed many Hammer productions, Star Wars and the films of Sally Porter. Appreciations of Alan Hidut and Gary Hughes, scores by David Huckville. Robin Hood Jr., Children's Film Foundation spin on the folk hero. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably watch it. Original theatrical trailers, image galleries, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition 80-page book, new exclusive limited poster, UK and world premieres, and a limited edition of 5,000 copies for the UK. Last, but definitely not least, is my long-awaited release of The Swimmer, Frank Perry's movie starring Burt Lancaster. Yeah, I've wanted to see this for the longest while, so it's a great release. One of the few bona fide counter-cultural films to be produced by a major studio. The Swimmer is a sun-scorched and surreal suburban satire that boasts a fine performance from Lancaster as Ned Merrill, an all-American man who one day determines to swim home to his Connecticut mansion via a series of pools in his neighborhood. Directed by Frank Perry, Eleanor Perry's adaptation of John Cheever's short story with stunning expressionistic flourishes, creating a true masterpiece of cinema. It's got an HD remaster, original mono audio. There's a commentary with Frank Perry biographer Justin Buzang. The original New Yorker short story read by author John Cheever. Original theatrical trailer. Elena Douglas trailer commentary from 2019. It has an image gallery for promotional and publicity material, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition exclusive booklet with a new essay from various people on this one. We've got a limited edition exclusive poster. It's the UK premiere of Blu-ray. It's limited edition to 5,000 copies, and there are more extras to be announced. Yes, yes, and yes, this is a terrific indicator announcement. After last month's rather lackluster one, we have 3 immediate I want to see kind of movies. Of course, these are all included in the bundle, where you can throw them all in the basket and get a 10% discount, including free postage, and probably get them early before their on-street release date. I'm sold on all 3 of these. I'd say I cannot wait to see The Swimmer. I want to see Madigan, and I am curious about the second Robin Hood, but I want to see that first one. Maybe even the children's version. I would love to know your thoughts on these releases. Is there anything you're picking up? Did it spark some interest from you? Have you seen these movies? Let me know your thoughts on them in the comment box below. You could sway me one way or another. I'm easily led that way. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my videos if you're interested. Hit that like button. because that really helps the channel. Share this video if possible, because that would be amazing as well. And if you want to go the extra mile and join the Patreon or the membership program, the links are in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I'd love to know what you're picking up, so come on, let me know, and I'll see you next time in ManVFilm.